Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura. Um, I know it's been a while since I've shared a video. Um, I Life's been good. It's rocky. Life is hard at times, yes, but overall it's been good. Um, because a lot of hard lessons have to be made. It's weird. Anyway, um, and I've had so many lessons, so many, over the last few weeks, and I was trying to look back at my last video, and I don't enjoy watching my own videos, just because I know how random I can be, and I think of myself as a weirdo, but I love my weirdo. I love my inner self so much, and that was the point of this channel, and I'm wondering if that's why I'm not like making videos as much. I don't know. Um but I've truly learned to love myself, and now that that love is pouring out of me, it's I have amazing friends in my life again. Um and I don't even have 2 months sober. And I think this is the most I've ever loved myself. I'm taking care of myself. For the most part, I wake up, I do yoga. Um, I eat a lot better. I mean, yeah, occasionally, I still, fast food and, something quick just because, like, I'm starving and I need something to eat. Um, but I've really cut back on smoking weed. I only really smoke to eat. But then today, I woke up and could eat and I didn't smoke. But it's because I didn't wait so long. Like, usually, like, I wake up nauseous. Today I didn't wake up nauseous because I actually ate dinner last night. Go figure. Um, Eating is definitely a big issue in my life. It always has been. And I know it stems from just being in so many different environments from the age, 0 to 15. Constantly with different people who had different expectations, different rules. From my mom who, she'd make us food, and if we didn't finish it, we didn't finish it. She didn't force us, you know, because her parents, which when we got taken from my mom and had to go live with my grandparents, we were forced. Like, we had to eat every fucking thing before we could leave the table. If not, we couldn't go outside or we couldn't go and watch a movie. We had to just sit there. And so living with my grandparents, like, yeah, it taught me a lot. Like, I got a lot of good work ethics from there, but it gave me a lot of different complexes about what I should expect for myself, you know? And I don't know, I get, we don't really want to waste food, and so that's why, like, when I cook food and give portions to my kids, I try to get it around where I know about what they eat, and then if they don't finish it, they don't finish it. I don't force them. If they're full, I don't want them over full, because I know what that feels like for me. It feels like it hurts, you know? And now I eat, like, 6 small things a day, and try to eat healthier. I'm not perfect, like I said. Anyway, I just really want to get on here. I hadn't been on here in a while. I'm seeing that I'm getting new subscribers. Welcome to you guys. Thank you very much for following my channel. I'm hoping one day, even just my randomness on how, what I've been through, my random. One day I'll probably make like a 3-hour video where it's just my whole story. One day, maybe. Who knows? I do want to write a book. There's a lot of things I want to do. But I'm learning to live in the now and for today. And it has made life effortless. Literally effortless. I don't, as long as I'm not like getting too worried about yesterday or any day in the past, or get too worried about the future. I trust in God, universe, creator, higher power. I say those things because everyone has a different perspective. And my perspective is we are one and we are love. And that there is a higher force. There really is no name for it. But everyone has their name for it. I do love creator. I love saying creator, when I want to pray or get really connected. And yeah, because I want to be a creator. I create this content. I want to, create music and art and different things, and I'm finally in touch with the love inside of me. Like it got dimmed. I've always been very loving and caring and kind, but even, past times when I'm sober, like my darkness comes out, and I'm learning to balance it. Like I've learned that's the key. Like, yes, I want to be love and light, but I can honor my shadow. I can honor the parts of me that were created by my environment in the past. And it's something amazing that I honestly didn't know was possible. But here I am, fully capable of loving in the right way. Where in the past I would love people to get something. I manipulated people. And it wasn't until I filled that hole created by my childhood and my whole past, and then when I became an adult, I abused myself and others still. And the only therapy I've had as an adult is rapid eye technology. I used to see a counselor before kids, and they had me on Depakote and Seroquel. And especially if you're a new subscriber, if you scroll down to some of my first videos, it explains all that on why I wanted to start this channel. And, being raised homeopathic by my mom and trying to go back to my roots of, natural medicine, natural foods. That's where a lot of this stemmed from, because for years they kept me on, psych meds and different pharmaceuticals, and being as sensitive as I am, being the light worker that I am, the healer that I am, I did not like the way the pharmaceuticals made me feel, and that's why, like, now I choose to treat, anxiety or food issues with smoking a little weed. I'm able to keep it medical, and it's helping, but at the same time, like, I am going to quit. I don't want to be reliant on it. I want to be able to get to a point, or I know I'm getting to a point, actually, because today, like, I was able to not smoke. And okay, that's a lie. I did smoke. Not that it's a lie. It just, I didn't need to smoke to eat. But then when I got home, I hadn't smoked in over 24 hours, and I'm about to go wake up my 4-year-old, which is not going to be fun, because we have things to do, and I'm trying to change her sleep schedule, so I don't want her sleeping all day. She's still on the night sleep schedule, or the day sleep schedule, where she sleeps during the day, because she used to get, hang out with me all night while I was, anyway, but life is good. I'm focused on school and recovery. Recovery is my biggest thing. I wake up, I say my prayers, I read in my book. I remember, yes, I am an addict. I'm an addict in recovery. And like, even in meetings, I will say, I'm grateful to be in recovery. I'm Lauren. I'm grateful to be in recovery. I don't keep putting into the universe that word, like, I'm an alcoholic. Because for me, when I say I'm an alcoholic, it makes me want to go drink. Or, all the different things I used to do in the past, which was convince myself that I'm not an alcoholic. And it's just a silly word. Yet for me, I can't stop. Once I start, I can't stop. When it comes to alcohol and drugs, pills, whatever. And so recovery is, and I'm I remember a comment something about my boyfriend didn't seem promising, and that's honestly like the best part is yes, our toxic traits can come out, but we're capable of honoring them and talking about it and figuring out what we can each do to be better. And it's awesome. It's so awesome. Yeah, we irritate the shit out of each other at times, but it's just our old selves coming out, and we acknowledge it pretty much very quickly. There's only been a few times where an argument lasted more than like 10 minutes. Because I've learned, like, I'll just tell him, like, I'm not arguing. I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying to communicate. And then I let him sizzle down, and then we can have a conversation, an honest conversation about our thoughts and our feelings and why it led up to that moment, on why either one of us snapped back with attitude or whatever it was. We get through them. Where in the past, I've always just get the fuck out of my life. Push people away, like, you do one little thing wrong, you had no grace, no forgiveness, get the fuck out. And that's because I wasn't forgiving and giving myself love and grace. So how can I give grace and love and forgiveness to someone else if I wasn't giving it to myself? Like, that is just the biggest lesson. On top of everyone around me, everything I do and see is a reflection of me. And so my kids, their behaviors and attitudes were the biggest reflection for me in seeing that I needed to change me. Because I was very angry all the time. And I had a fake sense of happiness, but I was only happy because other people around me, I would make them happy. I'd want to do whatever I could to keep them happy. And now I'm happy, and if you're not, I don't really want to be around it. Or here's some of my energy, and if I take on yours, I'll go deal with it later. And I just recently learned about, like, the transmuting of energy, where light workers can absorb the negative and release it to be recycled. Instead of where I used to do was send their negative energy back to them. And that would keep them, though, in that negative energy. And so now I'm learning that if I absorb it, I can release it to be recycled. And then back to them or someone else who needs that energy of love. And it's a very peculiar thing to realize, like, that's what your gift is. And then to try to explain it. But now I'm seeing different people on Facebook or, that are sharing that that's what they do. And so that's just what I do. But I'm very, I'm not trying to, create see, I'm learning too that when I start, I'm in flow, and when I start yawning, is because that's not really the thought that wants to come out. So give me a second. time to wrap it up. I love you guys. Thank you for being part of my journey, and I do, I hope one day that I can get enough subscribers and views and shares on my channel to make an income through YouTube. It would be awesome. But I'm not wanting to create like classes or anything like to where people need to spend money just to get in touch with me. And that's why I share on there, like, yeah, here's my Facebook, here's my Messenger, or email, on if you have specific questions on, how I've gotten this far, or things in my past that I've been able to overcome, depression, anxiety, PTSD, and no, I'm not perfect, like, I'm not fully healed, I'm not like this walking perfect ray of sunshine, but I've learned to balance it. And the biggest thing is just forgiveness and accepting that there's a body and a spirit and an aura and all these different things that I have to focus on every day to keep clear of energy. And it's not like some like witchcraft weird stuff, it's literally just scientific fact that our bodies are made of energy and there's an energy force around it, and it picks up on negativity and it holds on to trauma, and we have to let these things go. And then until I was aware of that, I was just holding on to all this baggage. And that's like the biggest thing I don't see in a lot of medical places is they don't talk about your aura, and how to cleanse it. And anyway, Spirit Sing, wrap it up. So, I love you guys. I'm rambling. But I think it's time for a nap. Anyway, you guys, love and light.